G'day, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia. This is Jay here from the Life Theories crew on the 1111 Spiritual Podcast with Jackie Lyons. Thank you so much for joining us on this very, very special day. We have a great friend of mine over in the UK, Cortez Medford. You got to hook up with this bloke. His name's Chris. He's a life coach and a hypnotherapist. It's going to be really, really cool because on Life Theories and on the 1111 Spiritual Podcast, we talk about different things with regards to the modalities that people do, and hypnotherapy always comes up. I know I've been hypnotized by one of my mentors, Greg Riley, down here, Australia's #1 psychic. There's one for you, Greg. Hope you're well. And Michael McNair, who do 5 Dimensions. We're here to talk to you, Chris, and the platform is yours.
Whereas what I generally find is the people that I work with, I can play a record. So what I found more so recently is I could talk to somebody about their childhood. We could go back to like them at the age of 3, but I can guide them through the rest of the scenario. So it's as if I'm kind of watching it from going into the record, and then I can tell them certain elements that are in their kind of background that they don't necessarily have full awareness of. It's subconsciously aware, but the conscious element isn't there. So what I then do is I say, well, actually, in this thing, I've got like your mum and your sister that are, say, by a fire,
right?
And they're talking, and then the person will go, oh, yeah, but this has just popped into my head.
Okay,
and
so
they were talking, and kind of it then linked back that way. But it's these like missing pieces that allow you to get like a disjointed learning theory.
That's I'm just looking up now. Past life and hypnotherapy. So with the hypnotherapy in your way, sometimes I know I got released more like towards my subconscious, and then came through a vision. Mm-hmm. It sounds like when you do your therapy, your superpower is to sort of take the person by the hand and walk through their life and sort of see where they're at. With that, it's a little bit different to what I do and what a lot of people. But that's very interesting. So you sort of like you put them under hypnosis, but you're actually with them. Is that?
So
am I reading that right? Like you actually take am I reading that right?
Yeah, you're kind of there. It's like if I do like what you'd work out as talk therapy, that's when that side of it comes in. So it's not necessarily I have to take them into hypnotherapy to do it. I can walk them through elements of their life and ask them specific questions that they can then give me answers for, and then we piece the jigsaw
that's what
together.
I'm just looking that up.
But also I can run them into a hypnotherapy session, and I can walk them through so that, like you say, you shut off the prefrontal cortex, you go into the subconscious, they then screen or have scenarios that come up. And then what I can do is I can go in and I can see what they're seeing, but in like my mind's eye.
Wow.
So
really,
one of the ladies I once worked with, I think it was about 2 years ago now, she had trouble with PCOS, and they were trying for a baby, but they couldn't. So they had 3 failed IVF treatments. And what we did is we went back in, I think it was about a 3-hour hypnotherapy session, and then I did an hour of kind of tying everything together.
So it was a 4-hour session. So this thing was a 4-hour session, was it?
No, so it was a 2-hour session and then 1 hour where we were
wow. So it's still 3 hours.
Whole,
that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah. So we basically walked through everything, and it transpired that her child was killed in a field while she was sleeping, and the murderer was a guy that lived in the house in the field opposite. And then what's happened in this lifetime is she's subsequently met her husband now at the age of like 22 at university. Right. And she developed PCOS very shortly after that moment.
Could you ask PC? Is it PCIS? Is it what was that? What's that stand for? Sorry, it's
PCOS. Oh yeah, no worries. Polycystic ovary syndrome. So it's just a natural kind of
worries. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Female, reproductive issue.
Just to let the viewers know. That's cool. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So what then transpired is that she'd met her husband in this lifetime, but her husband in this lifetime is the energy of the guy from the house in the past lifetime, which actually worked out to be, I think it was 1840s in Louisiana, and she's never been to America. Okay. So what then happened is he asphyxiated her, but I could see that she'd been asphyxiated, but she wouldn't tell me that she was asphyxiated. In this lifetime, her body's gone to the cellular memory, naturally created the PCOS to protect the child. In this lifetime, it's not protecting like the child, it's protecting her from ever having the child. So it's denying her the child in this lifetime. So it became a karmic relationship that her and her husband had to work out in this lifetime.
So they're karmic.
So
So they're karmic, right?
Yeah.
They're not. Are they
Yes.
soulmates? Or are they karmic? They're just
No, they're karmic.
Right. Okay. So that's interesting. Rightio. Okay. Sorry.
So
wow.
I literally got to the point where we did the session. I explained all this and how it flows through. We then worked on her like sleeping issues and her childhood kind of side of things, and how that's mirrored, and how she has to face a wall, and how she doesn't like going to dark places, and she doesn't like sleeping because obviously the event from the past life is still running in the background. So I literally gave her a set of instructions to follow for 21 days. And literally within a week of my set of instructions, one of which was by her birthday, she should be pregnant. She'd had, I think it's a baby girl, literally, well, a week of a set of instructions that I gave her. Literally, because we ironed this past life thing out, we then aligned her with exactly what the past sort of structure was. We'd then given her an issue, which then resolved the PCOS, that then facilitated the fertility. And then she eventually went on to have the child that then balanced the karma between the two of them from the past life in this lifetime.